Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more My Hero Academia, you guys. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen in this next match. Last one was pretty crazy. So if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So I really liked the conclusion of the last match. I liked that it was a little bit different from the other two that we had seen. I like that it was almost in a way kind of more realistic to, not more realistic, but it was still realistic to, what you might actually face in a villain battle. You're not always going to have a clean-cut victory. Sometimes they're going to be more or less at a draw, just so that you can help people, rescue people, do whatever you have to do, get out of there safely. So I thought Pony had some really great quick thinking. And I'm a little partial to Pony now because I really... she just won me over so fast. I really like Pony. But they all did great. They all really proved that, like, they were prepared. What's his name? Tetsu? I hope I got that right. Just with like the whole oven training, Mudman with just being able to think ahead so well. I really like the drill guy too. Like, I thought he was really fun to watch. But everyone really proved that, like, they weren't taking this lightly, this battle or like their training beforehand. So I like that they kind of keep showing us that, and that Class 1B has their own friendships and bonds, things that motivate them. That's what makes our characters that we usually follow so likable. And I think it would have been so easy to just bring in, like, ooh, this is the rude, nasty class, and we just gotta defeat them. And it's like, no, they all got their own reasons too, And I mean, like, if you're in a hero class too, like, you're not just gonna have probably like a whole entire, I mean, any class really. I think it would be very unlikely to get a whole bunch of just like unnecessarily rude people, like a bunch of them, like you're always gonna have that one person, like we've got this one guy that just like cannot think about anything else but like taking down Class 1A. There's always going to be one, at least one. But the class as a whole, I think they have pretty sincere, genuine motivations, and I've liked getting to know them a little bit better. So that being said, Ida and Todoroki were total bosses in the last episode. I mean, total MVPs. Todoroki, I love how he kept on having that one memory, and it was such a bad memory, yet it seemed to be motivating him. And in the reaction, I was saying, I sometimes you can like use even like bad things that have happened to you as motivators. Somebody else pointed something out that is so good, and I'm like, oh dang, that's so true. I have to mention that. I get so much like smart feedback, and then I get to come share it here, and I sound smart, and it's really all the credit goes to all the people who are sharing it in my comments. But someone pointed out that Todoroki has shown that he's mature enough now to be able to learn from the one person who really knows how to use particularly the fire aspect of his quirk the best, and that's also the person who has hurt him the most, which is his father. But he has shown the maturity to be able to accept that, like, if I'm getting advice on my quirk from this person, that's like the most sound advice I can get. Personal feelings aside, and we know that from the fact that he went and trained with him and everything. That shows just an awful lot of taking the high road and just being kind of mature enough to put your really, like, I don't know if I could do it, to be honest, but like really, really hard personal feelings aside, in order to better yourself and, kind of hone your own skills. So there was that. Ida going back for Todoroki, and that kind of like being the thing that may have caused like the turn of the tide in the match. I thought was so fitting, because that was, as they were showing in the kind of like flashback scenes, like that's what his brother was all about. Like always stop to save the person, always, you know, help where you can and everything. And it was just so good. And they really demonstrated some excellent strength as well. Like, man, they have grown so much in a lot of ways, but also just like physically they have grown. It's really, really cool. So, all right, guys, we have quite a bit in store for us in this next episode. Bakugo is going to be in this next match, and I am dying to see. I'm going to be translating the whole time, you guys. So, like, don't worry. If you don't speak Bakugo, don't worry. I am a certified translator. I'm not certified. I don't know who would certify me in that. Internet, can you certify me in that? Anywho. There goes the air horn again. Air horn liked it. The whatever's outside there liked my joke. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's jump right into the next episode of My Hero Academia. Let's go. Okay, nice. Zero. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is quite a look. Oh my goodness. Look at all these. Okay, and there's Hokage, I think her name was. Early bird. Early bird. Gonna be doing a lot of worm catching. Shinso was... Can we get another commentator? He's not controlling the blood very well. Oh! Ooh. It's just like really cute. Oh my god. I thank you. He just can't take it. They're not. You're underlings. Ears. She has a name. And that's what they were afraid of. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's got a point, because even the other team knows. Wow. Just, here you go, guys. Take these. Okay. In the right situation, they could probably work pretty well. Oh my god, I love her so much. I love her even more after the festival. But it's just like the coolest. I say that about all the quirks. They're the coolest ever. She's okay. She's listening for the movements. It's a really good idea. That is so good. I love the way she can like see the. Oh no! What? That lizard tail splitter. Lizardy. She can split her whole body into. Okay, that she used that very effectively. Oh, and his quirk is glue, I'm assuming. Oh, poop. That's effective. Asimidine. He shoots out glue. Okay. Razor Sharp. Ooh. Jack Mantis is a really good name. That sounds very, very dangerous. They really thought this through. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, he's the sugar one, right? Not on his watch. Not on his watch. I believe him. I believe him. Oh, dang. Oh, they're playing the cool music now. This is about to get real. Oh. He's so thorny, but he cares. He does. Nice. He's like, I'm not just gonna win. I'm gonna really win. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's there's nothing wrong with your eyes. Bro, you need to switch to decaf immediately. Yeah. See, he is like that though. He is. He really, it takes a little bit to get to know him that way, but he is. She's pretty smart though. Oh. Bakugo's pretty good at this though. Heck yeah, she can. Heck yeah. They have all gotten so much stronger. Look at this animation too though. He's just like, oh, I'm out of here. Or can he? Oh, maybe not. Oh, this is bad. Guys, oh, yeah. Sugar rush. Rush him with sugar, please. See, they got each other's backs, though, you know? He's like, get back here. And yeah, when he's in danger... Yeah, that's what makes a good team, you guys. Look at Bakugo doing teamwork. Oh, you got him. Nice. Dang. No, see, it's him really showing what he's made of, including helping his teammates. Yes. Right. Yes. It was all the band, you guys. That's the power of music right there. They're starting to put together how the quirks work. That's an interesting thought. Very perceptive. Ah, so if you put some tape on them. Very smart. And there she is. Nicely done. Oh, you're face to face with the explosion man himself. Whoa. And he just learned that that's going to take some teamwork. Son of a gun! Bakugo is the friggin' man! And we're not even halfway through the episode! That's the halfway point! They couldn't think on the fly. Yeah, learn from it, guys. This is an important learning thing. What do you have to say? I got chills hearing you say you got chills. Thank you, mentor. That means more than you could know. Hi, friend. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'll look forward to seeing where our skills measure up, friend. I'm going to give you my all, cherished friend. I love translating. He's, oh, did that break him just a little bit? Oh, don't let Bakugo hear you say that. And he is so smart. That's what they really have to contend with. It's not just the power, it's this. My headband. Not my headband. Brain. Yeah. Float, melt, stick. Yeah, look at all they could do. Now, guys, it's all in how you use it. It's always acting a little weird. No, we know why it's acting weird. You guys can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in all of you, my wonderful children. The fact that he's in touch with the other users is probably a good thing, even though we don't quite understand what's going on with it. Baby, you're gonna hold your own, don't you worry. Oh God, I'm not ready, but let's go. Let's go, let's go. That better not be the end of the episode. I'm gonna be so mad if that is... Alright, you guys, that was such a good episode. I will never ever get tired of watching Bakugo in action. I cannot believe that when I started the show, it took me so long to kind of get and warm up to Bakugo, but now that it's happened, I just adore everything about him. And like anytime he's on screen, I cannot help but be entertained. And I gotta say, I do think he's learned and grown a lot. I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, he was just always, you know, because I think that does a disservice to the growth that his character has undergone, particularly since knowing, getting to know Izuku and his influence on Bakugo. But I do think that to a degree, like, his motives have always been his motives. And yes, it seems like he's just... It is so cool the way they do this, because it would have been so easy to make him, like, the hot-headed, act before you think, you know, kind of brawn over brains. And he is just so not that character. The appearance can be very, very fooling, because you see him come in talking down to everybody, has the names for everybody. He's always like eyes popping out, angry and everything. And I think, honestly, in a way, that is a brilliant strategy. Like, when you really think about it, because think of what your opponent must be thinking. Of course, they know some of his other matches, so they know he's not just all that. But that is such a brilliant strategy, because your opponent must be thinking that you're kind of like that. And even just going off of even previous data that has been shared with them, it's really, really easy to look at Bakugo and be like, oh, he's a lone wolf, and he just, you know, he's not going to work well in a team, and blah, blah, blah. And that's a fatal flaw to just kind of... I don't think generalize or underestimate are the words I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a really big mistake to just kind of take it at face value that way. Because at the end of the day, he really, beneath all of that, I think cares very much and has a lot of respect for the people who he's in school with and who he's working with here. He's seen them in action. He's gotten to know them. And yes, you know, he's going to come on like he's angry and, you know, calling them names and all that stuff. But, you know, we know that he really does respect them. And that was the plan, to, like, you know, they were going to kind of follow his lead and be support, but at the same time, like, they were going to be there for one another. And that's exactly what they did. And everyone did. I mean, there was some great quick thinking here You know, not just from Bakugo. Like, the Bakugo thing just kind of like, just the way he got in there and he's like, all right, here's the thing. I'm going to win and I'm not going to have any losses. And that's that. And like, you know, 3.5 minutes later, it's done. But I also really liked the way we had, you know, I think his name's Sato, the one with the sugar rush quirk. I love that. That would be my quirk, except it would not be a quirk. It's just me eating sugar. But but he showed up to help. You know, the tape guy was able to really, like, that was actually a really good idea, and showed some good strategy on his part, that he was able to be like, well, if she can split apart like that, she's done it a little bit now. If I could just have one of these little pieces guide me back to the origin of the splitting. Jiro was amazing. I love watching her. I really have thought that she has an amazing quirk and style since I've known her, but after the festival, oh my gosh, she's in my heart. So everyone did really, really well. And I think it takes a lot to be able to, you know, that might not necessarily be something that everyone can be good at right away, to be like, you know, I have to be the best I can in a support role. You know, that could be tricky for some folks to be like, well, no, I want to come in, I want to do this, you know. I think it takes a lot of trust, respect, understanding between everyone in that group to be able to get on board with that and then just be so completely in sync about it. But man, they killed it. They killed it. Oh my God. And the other team was not, I mean, it really looked like they had a great plan. They thought it through. They considered the other teams' quirks, strategies, you know, everything. They were not, certainly not rushing in, you know, kind of unprepared or half-witted or anything like that. But that was a good point that and we saw this with some of the other teams on both sides, that you have to kind of be able to roll with changes as well. Not that Bakugo really gave them any kind of opportunity to do that, but that's like, you know, we saw like Kendo and Momo had like, you know, backup plans for days. So, you know, there's that. I find it interesting that Aizawa will be like, okay, well, so far they're kind of doing better with the countermeasures in Class 1A. And, oh, it's my stomach. It just goes off at the most, like, inconvenient times. I'm so sorry. I'm doing this in the morning and I haven't had breakfast yet. Gotta get my anime, gotta get my hero before I get my breakfast. What can I say? Priorities, people. So what was I saying? Yeah. And I think that's a good point, that like having a good plan is great. Having good backup plans is almost as important as having a good plan. So, I don't know, guys, how this next one's gonna go. Like I said, off the top of my head, I was all ready to say like Izuku's gonna go in there and just wreck. I mean, it's just not even gonna be. But I think they've created enough reasonable doubt in our minds to kind of be like, and if there's one thing that they've showed us about 1B, it's that, like, do not, just because you know your characters in 1A and love them and cherish them and believe in them, don't think that, like, you know, that the other team, that 1B is, you know, slouching in any way. So I think it's definitely going to be a fair fight now, because they've created that just enough, like, in my mind to think like, okay, maybe, I don't know if it's going to be super evenly matched, but I think that 1B is going to at least go a long way in giving as good as they're getting. Is that? Yes. Yes, I used that correctly. All right, guys, that was amazing. Oh, Bakugo, I'll just, and it's so easy to know exactly what he's like thinking and feeling now, that like I know, you know, once you know, you know what I mean. I know a lot of you out there also love Bakugo, so All right, guys, the next one's going to be really good. I wonder if the next one will just be like done in an episode or if they'll stretch it out a little bit. I think this was episode 9. So, I mean, next one will be 10. We'll be a decent, almost like halfway through the season, right? Assuming it's like a 22 or 24 episode season. So that also leaves like the rest of the season to deal with some other stuff. So it's going to be interesting, guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for more My Hero. I just love the show so much. Now I got to wait another week. Oh, so sad. All right, guys. I loved it. I hope you love watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.